Now we're on the same peninsula, obviously, that we were looking at from the other side when we were on the beach looking at the unconformity. And I'm again, and all of us too, are standing on another part of the wave-cut platform. This relatively flat area we're on is a wave-cut platform of about 300 odd million years age, and then well, it's hardly a cliff, but the rocks behind us are the younger Triassic, which you can see are horizontal, and you can see how coarse they are as well. It's all the same stuff. Now these are, I mean, we saw the finer Triassic, I didn't go on to that, we'll say it now, that Rod was pointing out were the Kuiper marls when we were standing under that cliff there. Now they're the same rocks as this, only a little bit younger. I mean, what happens is the sea obviously had planed away, caused a wave-cut platform here, and then well, I told you mountain building was going on at the time, and that causes great shifts of the earth, and at some point the earth began to sink into the sea, and that is when, of course, you get the horizontal beds laid down, because they would be laid horizontally in the sea. Now the ones immediately here, just on top of the wave-cut platform, they're the ones formed of this very coarse material. I didn't give you the name, it's called breccia, B-R-E-C-C-I-A. B-R-E-C-C-I-A. Breccia, and that's just very, very coarse rock, basically. Well, what you got is big lumps with a finer mesh around it. And the big lumps in this case are limestone. They're from the limestone cliffs that must have been there, as I was sort of pointing out. So you've got big lumps of limestone embedded in a finer mudstone, really. Well then, as the sea continued to sink, the coarse material from the limestone just vanished, because that had gone, that was beneath the sea, and all you were getting then was the clays being laid down, and that's what you could see in the little part we were standing, where you could see the red and green rocks. I mean, they're very, very close. They're only a few hundred yards away, and and the rocks are dipping. They look almost horizontal, but actually the Trias are dipping slightly to the north. So as you go northward, you get a younger bed appearing, the old dipping beneath the beach. And so that's what's happened. These coarse beds we're standing on here, by the time you get to the other side, which is going north, they've dipped under the beach, and you can't see them, and you've got the finer ones above. But what I'm trying to show you is the natural process, and it's shown very, very well here. The land was sinking beneath the sea, and finer material has been laid down in layers. Right, well, we've set the scene. Now what I want you to do is to measure the dips of bedding planes, both of the Triassic, which are the horizontal ones, almost horizontal anyway, and of the limestone. And the limestone, exactly where we're standing, is a bit awkward, because this is the wave-cut platform. You can measure that as well. But the limestone are the fairly steeply dipping ones down there, and the Triassic and horizontal. But also I want you to measure joints, not just bedding. Bedding is the obvious one, so very strong dips, and then the joints usually are at right angles to it. So you've got a bit of time, we're not rushing you. I want you to split into two groups of two. We've got enough for almost all of you anyway to be in groups of two. There might be two groups of three. But, So, oh, you don't have pens. Somebody, here we are. Now look after these things, they're expensive. So I'm sure you're capable of finding a partner. So there we are. Oh, that's it.
That's the old school.
Yeah, there's plenty here. Right, that's that bag, but I got one in my pocket so you can have. I got another. Yeah. Now one between two, as I say, so find a partner. I'll put these bags back in the bag, in this bag, how to lose them. Right, here's some more. And Rod, you, wherever he is, you got one too.
Yes, thank you, John.
If we need it. Right. It's best done in two, so you can give one another confidence. Yes, you can have one now. Right, I've only got two left, so one there and one there. Right, now there should be enough for you to have, one more here. If there's anyone else who needs one, there we are then.